It feels electric, dude. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Home against Jackson, you know, we all got touchdowns. It's just the best night of my life.
Seriously.
Hey, happy homecoming. Yeah, well, last week we got the conference season started off with a rivalry win, or as it was also put,
The best night of my life.
so with spirits, let's say high, heading into this homecoming week, Star Valley comes in 5-0 and now 1-0 in the conference season. And now coming up for homecoming week, the Powell Panthers come to town as a team deep in the middle of a rebuild. We'll take a look at what the Panthers have to offer today, but first, let's take a look at how the 3A standings are after 1 week going in the East and the West. Now with finally a conference record to look at, starting off on the East side, Riverton had no issue in a 28-0 run over Douglas. So Riverton, Lander, and Buffalo all start 1-0 in the season, with Douglas, Torrington, and Rollins all at 0-1. And in the Western Conference, Star Valley, Cody, and Green River all got their first conference victories. Star Valley over Jackson, Cody over Powell, and Green River on a Saturday morning game win over Evanston. And then, of course, next week is that big road game at Cody. But again, I know the rules, one game at a time, so that's all I'll say about that, as let's go ahead and instead take a look at this week's matchup at hand versus the Powell Panthers. Powell comes into this game 0-5 on the season and is right in the heart of a rebuild. Sixth-year head coach Chase Kistler has made the playoffs all 5 of his first seasons, but that's not likely happening this year. Powell returns just 8 seniors, and the only returning starter is the place kicker, Ivy Agee. That is, if a place kicker is a starter. Other seniors placed around the field include number 44, Rowan Diaz, who is on the defensive line as an edge defender and is also a blocking fullback on the offensive end. Senior linebacker Tyler Wenzel wears number 30 and is second on the team in defensive points and has 4 receptions offensively. Number 5, Caleb Ashcraft, is also a senior receiver who has 4 catches. The leading defensive points getter for Powell with 81 is a junior linebacker, number 2, Brock Frank. At the skill positions for Powell, Tanner Seifert is a junior quarterback who's been put into a lot of negative game plan scripts. He's thrown 4 touchdowns to 5 interceptions this year and is completing 42% of his passes. In the ground game, we already mentioned the fullback Diaz, who is also serving as a safety valve in the passing game. He has 9 catches and 2 touchdowns in those 5 games. Joining him in the backfield is number 22, Lincoln Crawford, also a junior. He's been able to find just 3.3 yards per carry this year, or about 44 yards per game. Brecken Kobe, yeah, it's pronounced Kobe, not Cobb, or even Cobbs like you might see on the official stats, is the leading receiver. 12 catches for 212 yards, including an 81-yarder that is the longest play of the year for the Panthers. However, let's also mention that 81-yard pass was thrown by the fullback Diaz, so Powell will try to run some trick plays here and there as well. And when we talk about the youth in varsity football, we can't forget about the offensive line. 55, Daytona Manui is the only senior on the offensive line, and that youth is showed this season, as both Seifert at quarterback and Crawford at running back have had their stats affected, as well as their time in the pocket or looking for holes. Of course, down the line, this youth could be a great opportunity to build experience for next year or beyond. Right guard James Emmett is a junior, and then the rest of the starters on the line, Isaiah Torres, Levi Cox, and Connor Farwell, are all sophomores. They're also all pretty big, which gives us also hope for the future of the Panthers football program, but big linemen is nothing new for Powell. But that offensive line is going to have its hands full tomorrow night against the Star Valley 3-man front of the 200-pound nose tackle Ryan Talbot, 230-pound end Elijah Mautautia rushing alongside the 6'3", 210-pound end Will Linford. And on the other side of the ball, this is the offensive line Star Valley has protecting their skilled backfield, including Phoenix Hovey and Kyan Watson. As you can see, there's a lot of size and also speed on the right side of that offensive line for Star Valley. And also, seniors. Kickoff for tomorrow night's game is an early one, 5 o'clock, and a 4:30 pregame on SVI Media. Switching gears, last night we had another homecoming event of sorts with the annual Dig Pink game for Star Valley Volleyball as they defeated Preston in 4 sets. Proceeds for this year's Dig Pink game went to resident Susan Loveland, who was in attendance on Thursday. Brandy Taylor and Patience Jenkins are the home broadcasting duo for Star Valley Volleyball. And let me tell you, not only do they offer great insights into the matches and what's happening on the court, but they'll also say just about anything during a broadcast. So I'd like to take a moment to relive last night's Dig Pink game, as seen through the eyes of Brandy and Patience.
13-12. Here's, oh, that's what she was going for. That was monstrous. Shayna out to Noon Schwander. Down the line. Dug up by the Indians. They keep it alive. It is out.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Cameron Mackey getting on her horse to make sure that was outside of the lines.
Middle to Noon Schwander.
Boo, catches
on
the line.
The line. Don't need the Hawkeye system for that one. It was on
What do you
the
mean?
line.
I am the Hawkeye system.
If I could get some LASIX, I would probably be the Hawkeye. A lot of power hitting.
No.
But still kept the ball in play.
Oh!
That one was going to be lethal. Be right, because
Well,
snap
that
is
pink
setting.
is hard to see,
Those
kind of.
numbers kind of are. Still set point for the Lady Braves, 24-20. Roll shot. Comes right back over. Where is there?
Oh!
And there's the tip by Hallie.
And she's going to pick up a kill.
Ah, you bet. That was sneaky. There's an overpass. Ooh, Noon Schwander didn't get a hold of all of it. They'll go outside to, oh, Wakely, and there she is. Well, she has a quick arm swing.
You don't even see it.
Dug by Donaldson. Here's Wakely again. Braves get her on this one, but they keep it in play.
Oh!
Oh, and
Shayna takes care of that one.
Donaldson saw her life flash before her eyes, I think. All
Mother
the stars
trucker is what
above.
she was thinking.
I might have to call in sick tomorrow. England, perfect pass. Quick to Noon Schwander. I think that was off somebody's head. It was right off the noggin. Good pass this time, in system. Oh, big block by Noon Schwander.
The Great Wall of Charlie.
Still set point for the Lady Braves. Set point number 3. They'll go out to Casey. There it is.
There we go.
Madsen plays a little self-defense there on a big swing from Shayna. Lady Braves take set 2. Got a huge silent auction going on down in the entrance foyer, along with some yummy, scrumptious, is that a word?
It is now.
Big
Whoa.
swing. That's a block. Wow, Hokinson and Hill that time. We don't call those two together on a block very often. That was a great
But
block.
I would like to do that.
Where? Hokinson. Casey. Blocked. Still alive. Casey again.
Boom!
There's the kill. Here's Casey out of the middle. Blocked. And there's game set 3.
Coach Schwab has spun the dial as
Has.
Addie Christensen's going to start serving.
So normally Hallie Hokinson will serve in rotation 1.
Well, number one, I think Addie's been serving pretty great. And then I
Agreed.
think as far as blockers go, I think we're trying to match up some blockers with some heavy hitters. You know, I officiated Beefcake yesterday. I don't know if you know I do that on occasion. I laughed because the boy said to me, I don't know why the teachers are so good. And I said, it's because you guys can't pass.
Let's see if we get the Cameron specialty with the short. There it is! Oh, there it is!
You called it. Ask and you shall receive. Cameron picks up her first ace of this match.
That can't be her first ace.
It is.
Wow. 16-9. Peyton serves again. There's a good pass by Donaldson.
Oh.
Quick in the middle.
Got
Pancake
it.
is good. Shayna finds the hole. Where with the pancake?
That makes me want to eat a pancake.
Step 4. Hallie goes middle to Noon Schwander. There it is. Charlie's been quiet. Mackie back to serve. 3 points away from the win tonight. There's that short serve.
And boom!
Last time, and there's that short serve again. And again, girls are tired right here.
Oh!
I don't even know if Isabel Pearson saw that serve.
No.
Cameron sends it deep. No, she's
Nope.
going short again. They're ready for it.
Oh,
there it is!
that's it!
There it is!
Cameron ending the match with 3 aces in a row.
And let's take a look at that schedule for homecoming. A short schedule this weekend as Friday's freshman football game against Powell has been canceled. So it's 5 o'clock. The varsity boys are up. 4:30 pregame on SVInews.com. And then Saturday, no sports, just the homecoming dance at the fairgrounds before we get on to next week's game that I can talk about in just a few days. And I look forward to that. But I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on the highlights. See you then.
The best night of my life.
Serious.